Well, good afternoon, everybody. We are back.
Happy Friday.
Happy Friday. But we have a new young beautiful queen with us today. You all know Shannon. You all know me, Dr. King. And we have Ebony Young, one of our speakers for the Water Yourself Conference. We are so excited. Are we excited?
We are so excited. Yes.
So, okay, Shannon, you want to kick it off?
Yeah, so thank you, Ebony, for being part of here. Thank you so much for saying yes to being part of Water Yourself Conference. We were really excited to get out there and to empower women, help them to refresh, rebuild, rejuvenate their minds, their bodies, their spirits, make that connection, right? And really take ownership of themselves and their lives and step into faith and step into their power. So we appreciate you being here. We appreciate you being a part of this event. And today we'd love to just learn a little bit more about you. Tell our audience about you. Get our audience excited. Give them a little bit of a teaser of what you're going to be talking about at the conference this year. And which is happening, in like 4 weeks now, right?
4 weeks. We're on the countdown.
Counting down.
We are counting down.
Most definitely on the countdown. I am so excited to be here. And first, before I get started, I just want to thank you both for the invitation to come on and speak to the people, right? Because people are what matters. You matter. And the only reason that all of us are here today is because of you. There would be no other reason for us to be on this call but because of you. And so I think that ties right back in to why we are holding this conference. You know, I got an opportunity to do some studying up on water, right? Some really in-depth studying on what watering really means and how that applies to this conference. But I'll mention that in just a second. I'm Ebony Young. Very nice to see you. In my day job, I am the Deputy Borough President of Queens, which is the Vice President of Queens, New York. 2.5 million people. Really excited to be able to lead those folks and to be selected to do that, because a deputy borough president is an appointed position. You have to be appointed. Someone has to see your work, what you've done for people and others. And it was very interesting. The borough president gave me a call one day out of the clear blue and said, Ebony, what are you doing? And I said, what am I always doing? I'm serving people. That's what I do. And he was like, yeah, we know that, but how about stepping that up on the next level, right? And so I'm like, well, what is the next level? He was just like, well, deputy. And I thought to myself, deputy of communications, deputy of social service. I don't think so, right? My trajectory is a little different. But he said, no, the vice president of Queens. You have the capability, the capacity, and the competency to be able to get in here and do for the people. And that is exactly why I'm here today, because of you. People matter to me. The only reason I accepted the call, the only reason I accepted being a part of this Water Yourself conference is because I could gift what God has given me to the people that attend and come and want to conquer life, which I think is really imperative and important. So a little bit about me. I was raised by a teacher and a preacher. So that go tell you, right? I was in and out of social service all day, helping people, loving people, being around people, and that rubbed off on me. And it's something special to me. I believe it's a gift that our family has been given. And I'm so excited to be able to use it right here at the Water Yourself Conference. So had an opportunity to do some research on water. And in my side gig job, I own Well NYC, which is a wellness company that looks at the holistic pieces of mind, body, spirit, and figures out how do we pull that and put that into spaces and places that matter most for people to scale in their lives. You know, you hear that word used in business a lot. I'm scaling my business. You know, I'm taking my business from one piece to the other. But what about scaling yourself? How important is it to scale yourself? And so as I was looking at the word water and studying on the word water, these are the words that came to the surface. Protect. Water protects. Water helps. Water aids. Water prevents. Water feeds optimal function. Water keeps, protects, helps, aids, prevents, feeds optimal function, and keeps. Now, if water can do that for your physical body, what can watering your soul, spirit, and mind do for your internal self?
I love it. Love
So
it.
I'm asking you to come on out because I got
Come on, Pink.
Y'all are already getting a little taste. You can hear, we were talking about where we're all from before this. You can hear myself coming out. The y'all never left me. Y'all are already getting a little taste of why Ebony is part of this conference and what she is going to be able to bring to your soul and your spirit when you get there. And keep going.
Hey, that's the little snippet, right? And I want to do that through storytelling. I want to do that. I'm a storyteller by nature. My mother's an actor. I do a little bit of acting myself, but the storytelling pieces of that and how it connects to your soul and how you walk away with that resonating with you and where you are in your life and how you want to deliver in your life has nothing to do with Ebony. Ebony's only a catalyst. Right. So the egocentric means of coming up and speaking to you is not who I am, but speaking with you is what we will do at this conference. And I think speaking with each other, we'll learn from each other, we'll guide each other, we'll direct each other, we'll protect each other. All the things that water says that it does, right? All the things that when I did the research, water says that it accomplishes. And so what we will do at this conference is accomplish the things that water gives. And so I'm really excited to be there. I am asking you to not only schedule yourselves, to not only put yourselves on that list, but tell your friends, the friends of yours that you feel like need to be there, rejuvenated, put into the sphere of joy. Right there at that conference, we will do that, and we will do that as a collective. And when collective things happen, movements happen. People move, societies move, communities move. That's why we need you, because you're that leader and you're going to start the movement.
Ebony, I love you. I feel you, PK.
Okay.
I'm the granddaughter of a preacher.
Okay.
So it's in us. And you give me chills when you talk because I don't know if you were just introduced to BWE or you had been with us for a while. We're going into 11 years we hit in November. Wow. And this is a Christian network.
Love it.
And it has been. So we, the majority of the people that follow us, that's what they believe. So, Amen. Faith and I always say that God has blessed us to be a blessing. Bishop Woodson was talking about it this morning. It's one thing to be blessed with gifts. It's another thing to have gifts and not use them. Okay. So we are bringing our gifts to this conference and we want to match them up with your gifts.
Love it.
And it's just going to be, I know my kids will say, Mom, they don't say that no more, but it's going to be off the chart.
It'll be lit.
Yeah, okay. Oh yeah, I forgot lit, darling. But
there's something you said, Ebony. Oh, sorry. Go ahead, Dr. King. Thought you were done.
No, I was just saying, I just started hearing the lit. Okay, thank you very much for correcting.
I've got Generation Zers in my home, so I get it.
Okay.
There was something you said, and first of all, I have to give a shout out. Hi, nice to see you too, Brian. Thanks for tuning in with us. If you're here with us, let us know who you are, where you're from. Thanks for being a part of the conversation. There was something you touched on that you said that you can take away from this message whatever you need from it, right? Mm-hmm. And that's one of the things, like whatever the message is, there's going to be something in there for you, right? Yep. That's something a dear friend of mine, Dr. Davia Shepherd, we get together every week. We share our affirmations. We've been talking about our goals and achieving our goals and creating that accountability for each other and just inspiring and helping each other on a weekly basis. And every time we meet, we start with her giving us deep breaths in and deep breaths out. And then she pulls a card and she reads that card for the day. And no matter what that card is, there's always a meaning that she can take from it and a meaning that I can take from it. So that message is a singular message, but we're all reading something from that message. And that message is being delivered to us when we need it, how we need it, why we need it, right time, right place. So there is going to be something in these messages for you out there when you come to this conference that you're going to be able to take from this. Whatever you are needing in your life, whatever you need to water, whatever you need to nourish, whatever you need to add that fertilizer or pull on or pull those weeds or whatever it may be, you're going to get that from this. And you're going to be so inspired and so filled up from this because that message is there for you.
And what's really nice, I'm sorry, is that we have the opportunity to come in person and virtual and say hi to Gertrude Zambia. Is that what that says?
Yeah, from Zambia. Hi, Gertrude.
Gertrude, you can join us too because we have a virtual side. Then we have Charleston. I'm like struggling to see. Bunny is on here. And Bunny is from Alabama. Invite your friends. Share the broadcast. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off, Queen Ebony.
No, it was no cutting off. It was just adding value to what was stated, which is really around there's nothing too big, too small, or too medium for you to be open, right? And so when you come to this conference, leave your ego at home. Right? Leave your ego at home. Every single time I've left my ego somewhere and came void of it, I've learned so much. I've taken away more than I needed. Right. And so we just want to encourage people to do that, to come open, to come ready, to come willing to receive. Because sometimes when you don't set yourself up for that, you walk away with nothing and think, why didn't I get or why didn't I gain? Right. But I have to come void of me. And when I come void of me, everything opens up and everything comes in. So we encourage people to do that. Yeah.
And to add to that, yesterday I was talking to one of our other speakers, Soribel, and I told her, we were talking about something. I said, fingers crossed. She goes, no. I never cross my fingers. Crossing is closing. She said, I always open. I'm always ready to receive. And I love that. So yes, you have to come in with being open and ready to receive, because if you show up closed, you're going to block yourself from that message. But if you show up open and ready to receive, it's limitless. It's the possibilities are limitless.
Absolutely. And we have D, Gwendolyn, Letitia, Janice,
Canarva,
Mary, and they're coming in. And all of you can please, I want you to go over there and register. Don't wait to the last minute. Go over and register now. Get your seat. If you're coming in person, book your hotel, whatever, however you're doing it. But go over and book yourself because you do not want to miss this conference. And I'm going to tell Ebony to talk a little bit about Cathleen. I'm friends with her too, but I want how dynamic she is.
Okay. Oh my God, Cat. I call her Cat. That's why I was like, Kathleen. Okay, Cat. I was like, who's Kathleen? I got you. Cat is what, but first of all, Cat's my sorority sister, right? And so that goes beyond, right? And then, we're sisters through Christ, which is a really good thing, right? And then beyond that, Cat has opened up her doors, her spaces, her places to the upliftment and empowerment of women. And so, she happens to be an African-American woman doing that, which is even to me, a lot more powerful because of the struggles we've gone through, the trauma, the harm that a lot of Black women have had to endure. In taking on this role, I totally understand why Kat had to do that, because in researching and doing a lot of the data statistics on our communities and our country, Black women are sitting at the very bottom of so many things. And so to have that power to say, I'm going to look beyond that, I'm going to grow in spite of that, right? And open up that door and say, listen, I'm going to open up this door for all women, but specifically understanding the problems and circumstances and situations of minority women. And so what Kat is doing through broadcasting and media and podcasts and a variation of things is very powerful. You want to come hear her message. And here is the thing. I don't even want to make this a call out. I don't even want to say you need to come and you need to register. I'm going to say you need to invest. You need to invest in yourself just like you do in stock. just like you do in your children, just like you do on your job, just like you do with your spouse or your mate or whomever else is around, your friends. We forget ourselves so many times, and we wonder why the return isn't happening. You heard about ROI, right? There's always a return on an investment.
Put in
right?
to get out.
Okay, come on. So now when I have to walk in and do some intentional investment, right, I expect an intentional return. And so there's a reciprocation that happens here. It's not a call out for you to go join. It's a call out for you to invest. And so that return on investment will feed you, not just for the day, not just for the minute, not just for the hour, but for the long term. When you go back to your family, when you go back to your spouse, when you go back to your job, when you go back to that situation that's like cutting your throat right now, the return on the investment sits in this conference. I'm asking you to invest in yourself. Click the button, tell your friends, tell the people around you that they need to invest and water themselves. You guys, amazing title for this conference, Water Yourself.
And that's off of Shannon's book.
Yes.
That I happen to read and say, we need to do a conference on this book.
Love it.
See it behind her. An amazing book. So, do we want to put up the flyer for the line of speakers? You want to do that, Shannon?
Yeah, sure. So not only, while Dr. King's pulling that up, not only are you going to see Ebony there and myself there and Dr. King there and Cathleen there. Kathleen's actually also going to be doing a VIP experience in addition to delivering a keynote. We're going to take a small group of women who want to have a special, intimate experience with Cathleen, and she is going to be able to help you unlock your story, reboot your thinking, transform your life through positive affirmations. And she's going to take the people on this VIP experience, hopefully that's you out there as well, invest in this, invest in yourself if you need this, on a guided exercise to help you shift your thinking and your life and your relationships. So please join us for this. It's going to be so powerful. I know I am so excited and so honestly humbled and inspired by every single one of these women that will be a part of this event and speaking at it. So we also have Dr. Alisa Whyte that's going to be joining us, Shawniel, Soribel Martinez, Dr. Fluker, Lisa Bellamy Fluker, who is a psalmist and jazz singer, and she's going to be sharing a message with us during lunch and singing, and just like, I can't wait. And then we've got Barb Nangle and Ebony Young, who is here with us today. And then, of course, the wonderful Cathleen Trigg-Jones, who is going to be doing our VIP keynote, as well as that VIP experience. So there is a lot of really great goodness coming out of this event. And there, like we said before, there is going to be a message there for you. If you come open and ready to receive, you are going to walk away with something. And this is going to be a life-changing, empowering experience.
Right.
Okay, Bunny, I know you have to go, but it's on the screen.
Yes.
You can go right to the website. It's there. It's pinned to the screen, wateryourselfconference.com, and invest in yourselves.
That's right.
Right.
Okay, so we got anything else?
No.
Come join us.
Yes, come be there. We want to meet you in person. And again, this isn't just about coming to an event and hearing people speak. This is about becoming a part of a community. This is about investing in yourself. This is about empowering yourself. This is, especially as women, we spend so much time taking care of everybody else and keeping up with the day-to-day activities of life that we fall to the wayside. That's what inspired me to write this book in the first place. Ladies, we got to put our own oxygen masks on first. If we don't help ourselves, we are not equipped to help others. Mm-hmm. So that's what this is all about. This is all about empowering you to take care of yourself.
And if you're on here, you've more than likely been following BWE for a long time. You already know we're a sisterhood. You're going to meet some amazing women, possibly friends for life, collaboration. You never know. So don't miss your blessing. That's right. What I have.
Right.
Ebony, closing remarks.
Closing remarks. You are loved. That's it. Walk away with that for the weekend and let that sit in right there and come into a space. As you click this investment, you come into a space where you could be triple, quadrupled, loved. You will be loved.
Amen. Thank everyone. Please share. Sharing is caring. And we'll see you next week.
Bye.